In this ukulele tutorial, I'm going to show you a C minor blues, and I'm also going to show you how you can add some licks in between the chords, and those are just licks based off the C minor pentatonic. Something like this. Now that was just off the top of my head. There was nothing worked out there. And I'm just going to show you some simple ideas, and then you can get a little bit more complex later. So let's go over the chords. First, we got C minor. It's actually a C minor 7 chord. Pretty simple. You just got a bar, the 3rd fret, all 4 strings, if bar chords are simple for you. So there's your C minor 7. And what I'm doing here is I'm doing something like this. So just a simple rhythm like down, up, mute, up. Or sometimes I'm going like down, up, mute, down. Was that what I'm doing? Down, up. Yeah, so sometimes I'm doing 2 downstrokes. Down, up, mute, down, and then with my thumb. And what this allows you to do is gives you at least 2 beats if you want to use beats 3 and 4. And then sometimes I would use that whole next measure, which would give me 6 beats. So if you do something like C minor, 3, 4, 1, 2, you can solo over this part. Now do it again. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2, and solo. And now you go to F minor, 3, do the same thing. I'll show you the chord in a second. 2, 3, and back to C minor. 7, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and then you get to the G7. A flat 7, G7, alright, so notice all the space you have to solo. Alright, but let's go back to the chord. So I said F minor 7, so here's our F minor 7. Nope, this is just F minor, not a minor 7, this is just regular old F minor. This is measures 5 and 6, right? We're just in the 12-bar blues. So hopefully you know the 12-bar blues, because if not, I have other videos that I've done on 12-bar blues. It's something, as you know, super important to me, and that you know the 12-bar blues. So F minor, then it goes back to the C minor 7 for 2 beats, or 2 bars. And then we go to a G7 chord, although if you finger like a normal G7, that's fine. You can also finger it like this. Fingers 3, 2, and 4. So G7. And then it's just going to move up a half fret to A flat 7, and notice I'm bringing in my first finger here to the 4th string, 1st fret, and then back to G7. So those 2 measures are going to sound like this: G7 and A flat 7, G7, and then back to C minor. And that's it. Just C minor 7 for the last 2 bars. Alright, so let's just play the chords real quick. 3, top, and C minor 7, 3, 4, 1, 2. Again, 3. Make sure you're counting. 1, 2 to the F minor, and 3, 4, 1, 2. Back to C minor 7. 4. G7, A flat 7, G7, and C minor 7, and that's 12 bars. Then you could just repeat that as many times as you want, or just end on a C minor 7. All right, so then what I'm doing here is I'm just playing licks basically out of the C minor pentatonic scale, which is this. I have a low G on my ukulele, so it does allow me to play on the 4th string, which is great because there's your root, your C, right there on the 4th string, 5th fret. If you don't, you're going to have to stick more with strings 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so it's just C minor pentatonic, right? This should be, again, a scale that you want to get down. If you don't already have it down, you want to get it down, get it memorized, because these minor pentatonic scales are used all over the place. So just, I'll go over it real quick. 4th string, 5th fret. Next string down, 3, 5, those are the frets. Next string down, 3, now up to 6, and then the 1st string, 3 and 6 again. And when you come back down, you have the 3rd fret, 4th string, and then back to the C. So just keep it simple and do some licks between there. So for example, something like this. I'm gonna do the chord and then a little simple lick based off that C minor pentatonic. How, I mean, that did right out of the scale, but yet it sounds really cool. Then we're right at measure 5 for the F minor. C minor 7. Now, really no licks here because you're just going to do the chords G7 and right? Notice it doesn't have to be complex. You want to make it more complex as you go on, but it doesn't have to be. So just get these chords down. It's really only, well, it's 3 chords, but the A flat 7, it's really 4 chords. Make sure you can play the 12-bar blues without even thinking about it. Like you have to be able to know where you are at all times with the blues. Well, you don't have to always count. You can just use your ear. And then get the C minor pentatonic scale down and throw some of these simple licks in between, and then you start sounding great. I mean, you're just like a one-person band, right? You don't need a lead person, you don't need a rhythm, because you can do both the lead and rhythm. I'm going to take you out. I'm going to get a little fancier. I'm going to basically stay within the scale, but I may move up the neck a little bit. I may do some hammers on, or pull-offs, or bends, or something like that. So let's see what comes out. Now, I was only going to do one chorus, but then just what I was playing led me to a second chorus. And you might have also noticed that I didn't even play the chords at the beginning of each time. Sometimes I would just play a lick. Instead of playing the chord pattern, I would just do a lick the whole time. Because I was just allowing the music to talk. I was taking the music where it wanted to be taken at the time. So you can do that too. Really, there's no rules. Just, let the music flow within you and have fun with it and loosen up, and you can get this stuff down. You can do exactly what I'm doing and even more. So get the chords down, get the scale down, and show me what you got.